You don't need to spend hours a day meditating or reciting hundreds of affirmations. You just need 10 intentional minutes each day to retrain your nervous system to believe a new story about yourself. Because what you're really trying to change isn't your thoughts, it's your state of being. And when your body begins to feel safe, capable, and worthy, your entire reality begins to reorganize itself around that. Hey there, friend. My name is Anthony, and in this video, I want to share with you this 3-step practice that you can do each morning to help you reprogram your subconscious mind to reshape your reality in less than 10 minutes a day, in literally less than 10 minutes a day. So let's start by understanding how and why all of this reprogramming of the subconscious mind works on a practical level. So as you may know, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest who you are. But really, you manifest what your subconscious mind feels safe to have. Notice that word, safe. Your subconscious mind runs the show. It decides what feels safe based on what is familiar. And therefore, it decides what it's going to keep recreating. It decides what you are going to keep recreating in your life. So if your subconscious is wired for stress, for chaos, for unworthiness, for scarcity, that's the energy it keeps recreating, it keeps broadcasting. And inevitably, that's the state of being you start living in. So when we talk about reprogramming your subconscious mind, what we're really talking about is teaching your body, which is really your unconscious mind, a new emotional baseline. Teaching it a new way of being, what I like to call the 4 foundations for reprogramming: safety, worthiness, capability, and possibility. Wiring in those states. So how do we do that? How do we reprogram for these 4 foundations? It's kind of easier than you think, and it really just comes down to repetition. So let's go through this 3-step practice that you can do each morning to rewrite those old programs. Okay, so step 1 is to create a state of coherence, or to create some kind of altered state of consciousness. Meaning, you want to get into a relaxed, stabilized, grounded state. Because before you can change your subconscious, before you can wire anything in, you have to calm your nervous system. And 2 of my favorite ways to do it, 2 of my go-to ways, is number 1, heart coherence, which is really about just sitting in your chair, grounding into the moment, slowing down, breathing slowly, and start to sense your breath moving in and out of your heart space. Putting your focus, your energy on the area in and around your heart. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And noticing your breath moving in and out of this space. Your chest expanding and softening. And this all signals to your nervous system that it's safe to receive, that it is safe to create, that it is safe to experience life as it is. There is tons of research on this by the Heart Math Institute that shows by the mere act of focusing on your heart sends a signal of calm throughout your body. So it's really a powerful practice to learn and to practice and to bring into all aspects of your life. And then the other technique is the countdown deepening technique. The countdown deepening technique is simply you close your eyes, you get into that grounded state again, and you slowly and gently count backwards from 10 to 1. And on each number that you count, you feel yourself dropping into more calm. You feel yourself getting more and more relaxed. And this has shown to create alpha waves in your brain. And alpha waves are the brain waves for that creative, relaxed, alert state that you want to be in for creating, for wiring in your subconscious mind, for accessing your subconscious mind, for being in flow. So those are really two practices: heart coherence, paying attention to your heart and sensing your breath moving in and out of your heart, and then the countdown deepening technique, counting back slowly and gently from 10 to 1, and on each number feeling yourself dropping into a more calm state. And you can even combine these two together into a short coherence practice. Do this for 2 minutes. Start off for about 30 seconds to a minute, focusing on your heart, and then do the countdown deepening technique. And that will put you in that coherent state. Now, once you're in this state of coherence, your body will begin to calm. And a calm body now tells the subconscious where safe to shift, where safe to change, where safe to wire in something new. Your mind is now open, and that's when you can install new beliefs. So that takes us to step 2 now. This is where you're going to install new beliefs, but with emotion. Because logic and rational thinking and facts don't rewire your subconscious mind. Emotion does, feeling does, supercharged emotion does. So the technique that I like to do, which is straight from my identity shifting morning practice course, is to declare these 4 statements. They're really 4 declarations to bring in safety and worthiness. So in the 4 statements that you will say while in this state of coherence is, I am safe, and then you fill in the blank of what you are safe to, whatever you're looking to call into your life. So I am safe to, and then I deserve to, I am capable to, and then finally it is possible for me to. You say those statements and you fill in whatever you need to wire into your body to feel safe, capable, worthy, and that it is possible to have an experience. So you say them slowly and you feel each one land. Feel it land in your body. I used this technique for about a year straight to help me heal my eye. A couple of years ago, I had numerous eye surgeries and my eye was a mess. It was always tearing, always red. My cornea was completely messed up and I went from doctor to doctor. And I still do this today, and I repeated these 4 statements every day. I am safe to see clearly. I deserve to see clearly. I am capable of seeing clearly. It is possible for me to see clearly. Statements like that I would repeat over and over and over again to get the message across to my body, to my subconscious mind, that it is safe for me to heal. And I would feel the emotions that those statements would generate, because that's the key. Emotion makes this real, makes the belief real to the nervous system. So don't forget about that aspect of it, okay? So you're in a state of coherence, step 1. Step 2, you're affirming, declaring those 4 statements I shared about safety, worthiness, capability, and possibility. And now that your body is being wired to believe something new, to believe that you are safe and worthy. In this final step, it's really the creation step. It's time to rehearse the reality you want to live. So this is where you're going to visualize your future self. This is where those thoughts of safety, those 4 foundations of safety, capability, possibility, and worthiness merge with the emotion that you generated, with the feeling of that state. They all merge with identity. So it's thought, emotion, identity, all merged in one. And you are going to now visualize that identity. You're going to picture yourself living your day. So you're doing this in the morning. You're going to picture the day ahead of you being that person. How would that future self show up? How would they move? How would they speak? What decisions would they make? Essentially, you are creating what I like to call your ideal ordinary day, from start to finish, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. How does this future self live on all levels? And as you do this, again, less about a thinking experience and more of a feeling experience, more of a feeling exercise. And it might be difficult at first to feel it, but one of the ways that I like to generate the feelings is that we can generate the feelings through gratitude. Fall back on gratitude. Feel genuine gratitude as if you're actually experiencing this right now. That you're going through your day, you're seeing your day, you're seeing how you show up, you're seeing the visual of how you feel, but you're going to feel grateful that it's already happening, that you're already experiencing it right in front of you. And the reason why this works is because, again, your subconscious understands emotion, and the brain can't distinguish between an imaginary event that you come up with and the real life thing and the real life experience. So it begins to experience that as real. It begins wiring that in. It begins experiencing that as familiar, right? You're rehearsing, and each rehearsal tells the subconscious, this is who I am now. This is who I am now. And if you remember from the start of this video, your subconscious runs the show, and it decides what feels safe for you to have based on what's familiar. And that's the goal here. You're making this more familiar to your nervous system. That's the goal, to rehearse this state of being, and that's it. And when you end your practice, you just go about your day. You go about your day believing it's going to happen. You go about your day as if you are that person, and you want to notice what shows up for you. How different do you feel? What coincidences come up? What synchronicities do you notice? Littlest, tiny things that you want to notice for. Be open to the feedback around you from life, from the universe. Okay? So as I said, you don't need this glorified meditation practice. You don't need to meditate for hours a day. Just 10 minutes. This practice that I took you through right now, this could be your daily meditation practice. Just 10 minutes a day of wiring in safety, worthiness, possibility, and elevated emotion to your nervous system is all you need to create a new default self and to start to transform, to start to heal by simply teaching your body a new way of being and to trust a new identity. That's it. That's all you need. And if you want to go deeper with this, I'd love to have you in my Identity Shifting Morning Practice course, where we go deeper into this whole process, and you will be guided through a 5-step meditation practice for stepping into the person you know you're destined to be. All right. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you in the next one.